So I'm currently filming my video review of the iPhone 16 Pro. We are taking this everywhere. I've taken it to the Maldives. I've been filming around Cornwall to try and test out the video and image quality coming from this new iPhone. And I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed. That review is coming very, very soon. But one thing you will know, if you're interested in filming in log, and let's be honest, that's the main reason to get the 15 or the 16 Pro, those files are absolutely huge. Now, you can use the Blackmagic camera app, which is what I do use, but you will really need an external hard drive plugged into the camera if you want to get the best image quality, the ProRes, and if you want to film in 100 frames a second. So just before I left on holiday, a company called Aiffro sent me this. This is a MagSafe SSD, which is 512 gigabytes. Look at that. It simply just plugs into the bottom of your iPhone like this. And there you go. You have got a 512 gigabyte SSD directly plugged into your iPhone. And we're not doing that many product reviews on this channel, but this one I really wanted to give them a shout out because this was a lifesaver for me. I'm doing this review, I'm trying to get as much footage as I can, and if you try and film in log, your iPhone will be full almost instantly. So you can plug this in, you use the Files app to simply format the hard drive, and then you're good to go. But just look how beautiful this looks. So many hard drives are massive, big, bulky things which take up the entire backside of your phone, and they're not pocketable at all. With this on, you can film, you can put it back in your pocket, and you are good to go. Now, one thing I really like about this is they've really thought about this design specifically for the iPhone. So as mentioned, it's got MagSafe. So we can just simply tap the SSD on the back of the iPhone like that, and it's going to magnetically attach. It's not going to come off, as you can see, with any amount of force. It doesn't even really come off in your pocket. Really good, strong magnets. Secondly, they've created this bendy cable here, which is almost the perfect size for your iPhone. So you don't have a whopping great big cable hanging around. You can put this in your pocket and you're good to go. And then the main reason I like this is because it works. There's so many SSDs you can get on the market which promise good speeds. This promises 550 megabytes per second, and I got very close to that. I got around 500 megabytes per second. So it's very quick. It's easily going to be able to handle that ProRes and 100 frames a second. I didn't get any dropped frames in the Blackmagic camera app or the iPhone's built-in camera app, and it works really, really well. What will happen is when you enable log on your iPhone, once you've got this plugged in and you activate ProRes log, you will see it will come up with USB-C here at the bottom. Now, you may need to format the drive in some cases, and you can do that directly from the Files app within the iPhone. Now, in terms of impact on your iPhone, what impact does this have? Well, the pros are, of course, that this is ultra thin. It's barely thicker. I don't know if you can see that. It's barely thicker than the iPhone camera bump there on the iPhone. So it's super slim. The only downsides, and these are really minor downsides, is that it does warm up a little bit, but I would expect that with pretty much any hard drive filming at 100 frames a second. And it does draw power. So it seems like with any external hard drive plugged into your iPhone, it's going to constantly give that device power so that it can be seen within the Files app. So I noticed that whilst I was in my pocket, it used about 2 hours of battery just being off in the background, right? So all you need to do really is just, unplug that, and you can leave it in your pocket, and it's not going to draw any battery power. So just a word of note there. Again, not really a negative of the drive, just how all drives work on iPhones. But just a note there, just to save you some battery life. Next up, and the sun's just coming through this window super bright, so sorry if I'm overexposing here, but the next good thing is that you can just take this off, unplug it, and then plug it directly into your Mac or PC. So you can be editing straight away. And you can also create sort of like an editing section. God, that sun is so bright. You can create an editing section within this hard drive and still use it for the camera. So if you are literally on a run and gun day, maybe you're at a trade show, something like that, and you need to film, you can get this footage, film on it, edit to this drive, from this drive on an iPad, on a Mac, on a PC. And this is like the only hard drive you would need to take. Now, on this version, this is the P08. They do this in a 256 and 512 gigabyte model. So I've got the 512 gigabyte model, which I think will be good enough for pretty much everything that I do here for the Editor's Keys channel and personal holidays, because I'm still going to take my regular cameras with me. What this will enable is me just to get those extra shots that I would throw into a normal video. If you do want to have a bit more storage, they also do, I think it's a P10 model, which gets 2000 megabits per second, and you can get up to 1 or 2 terabyte versions of that. So that's crazy. Now the price of these as well, I was pretty surprised about. I've seen some silly prices for these. I bought a Lexar one, which was over £150. This, let me just get this right. This for the 256 gigabyte model is £48, and then for the 512 gigabyte model, this is 63 quid. 63 pounds here in the UK, about $70. I think that's an absolute steal and plenty enough storage. So this is why I'm recommending it. I've been using it for 2 or 3 weeks. It's not failed on me. It's exactly what I've wanted from an SSD drive, and I just wanted to give the company a shout out. So if you want to check it out, I'll put a link in the description below. I will ask the company if we can get a discount for you. So if I can, I'll put that in the description below as well. Now, thanks for watching, and if you want to see the full iPhone 16 Pro review, that video will be coming up very, very soon. And make sure to check out editorskeys.com if you want to get some fantastic editing gear. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.